Alright, so I am commentating this match between Aglet and BitterWurmcoil. So this is an expedition match for League. So they are both an I and they promoted to H. BitterWurmcoil was actually in my division. But anyway, this match is featuring, so this game is going to have Inheritance, and then they're going to play with Engineer, Secret Cave, Way of the Chameleon, Scrying, Pulling, Crypt. So it should be fun. Yeah, so what do they got here? There's obviously Inheritance. They pushed that card in. So then, I guess, what did they want to inherit? I mean, I don't love there. There's just a lack of a village here, which is not great. Right, something could be like, yeah, it's not gonna be. I mean, only playing one terminal each turn. So I don't honestly think you just skip it. Possibly, yeah, you're gonna be building like a bit of a money-ish deck here. So BitterWurmcoil open double silver. I would have wanted a remodel here. Yeah, remodel seems better. Yeah, so we'll see what Aglet thinks about it. So he goes with Oasis. Sorry, she goes. Wait, I messed up my name. She goes with Oasis. So I mean, Aglet is going for silvers. I mean, I want a dasher. So then BitterWurmcoil. So she more silvers. I wanted to open like remodel something, either silver or Oasis. I don't really. Probably silver. Just, but I guess Oasis is also a really nice trigger for Swashy. So yeah, I guess yeah, Oasis a remodel seems fine. Yeah, they've been taking like quite a lot of. So Aglet goes for the Band of Misfits. So yeah, they did force it in. I mean, Nomad Camp. Interesting choice. I mean, I'm not quite sure what your other what like a better option would be. But like I'm not huge on that. Yeah. So yeah, Aglet he keeps going. No matter. So BitterWurm still has the first Overlord. Oh, wait. I mean the swashies are really nice here. Yeah, so I believe BitterWurmcoil has 2 swashies and a note. I mean, I want a remodel and then I want a thin deck already. They skipped remodel. Especially with Swashy to gain yourself a bunch of gold. I like. mean, I guess the one thing do have limited terminal space, so I guess that is certainly something to Aglet province. I mean, what I want to do is get a bunch of golds, and then, I mean, you can gain 2 provinces per turn. I mean, maybe that's a bit slow, but I want to build up to double here. Yeah. And BitterWurmcoil. She's a bit overturned, I think. What did she? Oasis. So yeah, I think I prefer Oasis over Nomad. Terminal. Of course, like Nomad is your one source of plus 5s, but it's I'd rather. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's just not my choice in terms. Certainly not my choice in. So yeah, Aglet is ahead. He has a lot more money. But yeah, well, likely. Just, I mean, his deck is not in like bad shape, but like it's not like it's super good or anything. Yeah. So yeah, Aglet takes more. Yeah, I mean, silvers are great since they are like non-terminal money, but while the payload is nice, you need something. You need to like build a deck. Well, I'm just not like I'm sure what else to do. Like Oasis brings, although is a better inheritance than Nomad. Okay. So yeah. Now Aglet is going back to delving silvers. So yeah, I think that's because he didn't build enough at first. Yeah. Especially because I just realized, well, the thing is, remodel your coppers and you can't remodel your coppers into stonemasons or estates. So you might want to do that. So yeah, they're just provincing. I mean, Aglet will likely said here. Aglet definitely had a BitterWurmcoil. I mean, she's catching up, as I would have expected, given that her deck is more capable. Just took her long to build it, but like the benefit of this good deck too high. The other thing is Inheritance Groom is also an interesting combo that I just realized. You get basically a cantrip that gets you a horse, which is really nice. That's what everyone. A bitter. I mean, yeah, so died. Yeah, so Aglet just goes for it. I mean, I guess BitterWurmcoil possible, but I don't think going to die. Yeah, she wins. I'm not surprised. So which I say their next card is Engineer. I believe BitterWurmcoil is going first. Yeah, Aglet should have got a touchy there. Don't see a way. Yeah. Yeah, so Aglet agrees about writing things. Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, I just realized that. You can inherit the grooms, you don't need to buy the grooms. I don't know why I didn't realize that. So this board, okay, so it seems like they are skipping ahead to Chameleon. Yeah, so what do they got here? There's Chameleon. Only village is, I mean, yeah, Aglet is, they need a board with a village. Yeah, Treasure and Chameleon without a village. That's just sad. So I expect Pixies to go in. Yeah, you don't use it that much. Thing. Like, Pixies, like, and Field's Gift is your only village. That's like, that's just crazy. Like, so BitterWurmcoil opens Vassal. I mean, I don't like that. I want to open Pixie Silver. Possibly, I mean, maybe go silver, because I guess you want to thin your deck down before going Vassal. I mean, I guess if you get like Cartographer or Scent here, then Vassal is next. So you can line it up, but you want to. I mean, yeah, Sentry isn't huge here with Goat around, so yeah, I mean the Vassal is fine. So it takes it. I mean, yeah, I guess I can see. I mean, it just really just lowering the C pile. I mean, lowering it isn't. I mean, yeah, I guess Aglet is sad before long games, so I guess I'd be a factor. A BitterWurmcoil is already going for treasure. Wait, when did the sentry get taken? Oh, gasoline. I want. And yeah, I wanted a cartographer. Cartographer sentry. great, and Aglet makes that same mistake. I mean, I could be wrong, but it's, you want to like be looking at cards because you want to guarantee that you have an action among those cards if you're going with Vassal. Yeah, I mean, I think BitterWurmcoil is ahead here. Aglet takes another sentry. Like it, so here what I do is that's don't take this one. And way to take it. Yeah, so this has, yeah, BitterWurmcoil is definitely ahead. Where I might consider a market for BitterWurmcoil's deck. Because she is lacking +5s. Yeah. So she just goes for province. I'm gonna build a bit more here. I'm gonna get more of the cartographer vassal combo. Like I think you can reasonably do a double province on this. Yeah, Aglet is getting thin as well. He trashed. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I guess once you start provincing, you kind of have to keep going. I would like a. Maybe you don't need it. Like even like honestly, even silver. I mean, yeah, I still would like photographer. You need a bit more deck control. Photographers great for. You know, Aglet, do you not even think you want that? No, trashing that was just too much of an opportunity cost for Aglet, I think. So he just grabs 2 more vassals. I mean, this seems a bit dangerous. But yeah, I think it'll work out in the end. So, I mean, it does help increase your action density, which is. Uh, yeah. Uh, Aglet takes his first province. And then BitterWurmcoil gain an 8 for pointing. You have played a trash cards, but like both players are under. Yeah, so takes the wisps. I like that. Do we know what that one card is? I don't know. I haven't been looking closely enough at it. So yeah, Aglet. Had a nice castle chain going. Was a sad end. I mean, he had payload there, so yes. Oh, bye. Yeah, I like the market. I think it's a good idea. For Aglet, I honestly wouldn't have minded getting a duchy that much. Just for the last of those battlefield points. Because I don't think Aglet doesn't have in deck. So BitterWurmcoil, she's just taking province. Definitely she's ahead. So yeah, they we'll see how this ends up. Like BitterWurmcoil just has much about point theme. Like I might not have liked those provinces, those estates at first, but like they seem to be paying off. Yeah, Aglet just resigns. I think that is reasonable. Yeah. See what card they choose to do next. Also, see what they do. Hopefully, whatever they do. Yeah, so they're doing the engineer next. Yeah, we'll see how. Engineer is a fun card. It really is. Um, so yeah, they just go. I mean, BitterWurmcoil is just ahead for so the game. Yeah, so they have Swindler here in addition to R. That's gonna be an interesting board. You can be Swindler and Engineer, you just get another Engineer. What else do they have? They at least have Royal Carriage as a village. Would have been nice to have it as a. I mean, is could you set up a. Do you want a double tap thing here? I mean, it's not crazy. Like, you need some way to get me. Maybe you don't do it. I mean, like, Cartographer and Banish are your only deck control. So you want some deck control. So that means that this was an engine. Oh, I see. BitterWurmcoil goes for Ironworks over Engineer. I mean, I do like Ironworks over Engineer. It can be non-terminal if you go for actions. Yeah, also you can Royal Carriage it. Take a bunch of swindlers. And then, yeah, I'm actually kind of liking it. Take a bunch of swindlers set up. Some tactician, so Aglet is already going for the first mission to see trying the double tactician. Yeah, I think the tactician seems um maybe Aglet is just remembering this game. All games match when I beat Aglet pretty badly with double tactician. I guess now he's trying himself. Um, yeah, because that's just gonna be a pain. I mean, Swindler's gonna give you a bunch of poorhouses. You dash your shelters. Yeah, the thing is, like, poorhouse. Yeah, I mean, the poorhouses, they aren't that bad, and like what swindler is going to give your opponent. Yeah. Ironworks is definitely better than engineer, but yeah, it just loses your style point. I mean, I think probably see this working. Yeah, I mean, like, despite the engineer, which I think Aglet still seems ahead to me. Um, yeah, so then, not sure what Aglet's trying. He may be giving Bitterworm. Sure what the will say about the gated courthouse over Swindler. That's it. I don't quite see the point. Or maybe you go for instead, given that it's non-terminal. But I don't think you spot here that the swindlers and shelters get you your courthouse. Yeah. Oh. Um, but yeah, Atwood's just going for. I think, yeah, they need the carriages. Agree, like, yeah, you want the royal carriages. don't really see much of a way to go without them. Yeah. There probably is some way to do it. I'm not sure what it is, and I probably don't like it. Oh, yeah, that is something with the detection. Certainly a downside. Not being able to banish, I mean, with twice as much draw, I still like the double detection. But yeah, it definitely makes it less good. Yeah, I agree. Like, as much as I like the attempted double tactician, yeah, BitterWurmcoil is definitely ahead. I mean, her deck is just a lot cleaner. Aglets, in part due to, like, you can just look at their exiles. It's pretty, like, she just has a much thinner deck, so doesn't really need the double tactician. I guess she should just another. So she takes a duplicate. Okay, so I think. Okay, so yeah, takes a royal carriage here. I like that. Um, so Aglet skips playing. What the iron marks? I mean, Piles issue. Wouldn't be too concerned about Piles at this point. Not sure I know why this is, but I know that I don't. Yeah, I guess that is true. I mean, pawn isn't, and I guess pawn doesn't really do much for your deck, but it's something you can call royal carriage on, and that's just why I want it. Maybe slow reading chat, but whatever. Yeah, pawn. But anyway, off of that move, so what is happening currently? So yeah, BitterWurmcoil continues to be ahead, has much more money in her. Haven't been paying as much, having the like common, like, more attention to players. This is a nice poorhouse for Aglet. Very nice one. So I think he just needs another royal. I don't know if it's another or maybe Anyway, Aglet should probably take a royal carriage here. Uh, what happens? And I honestly think at this point, I mean, with the exception of like the terminal part, actually kind of like would rather have it duplicate over in Ironworks. Yeah, I agree. Aglet just was just behind, like the double tactician. I guess just was wrong on this board. Not the board. This is why. So Aglet's deck was, yeah, I agree. Like Aglet just great deck. What card they decide to use next? Because getting the wait. Oh yeah. Just hitting that. This is, I don't like in Dominion in general. It's just bad. So this seems like a nice card. I guess this is their Crypt game. Oh, this is not really a Crypt board because it is not. It is not. I want an on-terminal payload here. Yeah, because I guess what do I have here? I mean, not anything. I honestly like the draw to X here. I mean, you have lots of nice payload. Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah, I don't like Crypt here at all. I mean, Cemetery is the only trashing, but so Crypt can be nice, but I'd rather spend my fivers on Scholar. This isn't a Crypt Kingdom, but it's nice. So yeah, Aglet is going for the Menagerie. I mean, it's fine. I'd prefer the draw to X here, I think. this is just such a great draw to export. It's hard to ignore that. Especially like Scholar and Wandering Mistral on a draw to export, they're just great. And then you have Monument and Conclave as your money, and Conclave can also act as a village. It's just so just so good. Uh, yes, they're just going. But well, they both. Aglet has 2 menageries, but I want one. I mean, the shelters do make the shelters make it them less important, but I still overall like don't like menagerie. I want to build like a scholar mistral chin, and put some conclaves and monuments in there for payload. So I guess like their menageries are hitting. Yeah, BitterWurmcoil is building up a nice deck for this. So it's not that bad, but I still like thought of that one. Yeah, so Aglet can Aglet chooses not to play the monument. A monument. I don't. Oh wait, I was looking at the wrong hand. That would explain a common mistake. I don't know why I made that mistake. Oh, yeah, but would explain why Aglet was not playing a. He doesn't have. So I guess in this point, I really want for a scholar in their Wormcoil's deck. I mean, the menageries are working out for her, but not as. But I think. I mean, it does allow you to have a thicker deck, and their decks. Their decks are pretty thin, but like even that they can just like exchange cemetery for changeling. but I would still. I mean, like, it's not bad. Yeah, maybe I'm just wrong and the players are right. Seems easily possible. I go for draw X too much to have fun. So, oh, so that's a bit, so yeah, Aglet, now Aglet takes a Scholar and Menagerie. For Rada X just doesn't take to other draw. Third, build a draw to X deck or you build a Menagerie deck. I don't like both. That's just a fact that will not change. An Aglet designs here seems like a how many games was that? I don't know. Let's see what they're. I guess like Secret Cave and Scrying or what they have left. Yeah, so Secret Cave and then. Oh, I see. So then they're both choosing cards to be player 2 with. That's how they generated that list. Makes sense. Okay, so what do they have here? The Secret Cave, obvious. Yeah, Aglet opens with it. I guess Secret Cave, even if you don't play with it, that's still in the spirit of the match if you magic, which is something you want to do anyway. But game, Secret Cave, like, isn't here. The only village is in, which is kind of sad. Oh, and exploration. I mean, given there isn't much here, I do like exploration. I mean, I guess Wharf is also really good for draw. I don't love Ranger here. Like, deck is just gonna end up too thick. I do want a Swamp Hag. Okay, so BitterWurmcoil. They both have down now, so these are some good stuff only costs for. I think you want. Yeah, Warp is also good. I mean, sometimes it makes it harder for your opponent, but not bad. Like, yeah, Warp is also great. I mean, Bulk is fine. It does slow your. Thank you. guessing Aglet mostly got the skulk for the gold. Otherwise, I think you get skulks for gold here. You don't really. Well, maybe it's somewhat for the skulk. Can't imagine that. I think Aglet here, I want either Swamp Hag or Warp. Yeah, Swamp Hag seems better here. I mean, you can play a Swamp Hag every turn and like get a few Warps into your deck. They're in pretty good shape. I mean, the question here is like, okay, so what is going for in? Sure if I'd go for in yet. Want some Warps in my deck first. The Ranger. I don't like Ranger draw here. You have Wharf. Wharf is better. That is just true. And I mean, the one thing is like you have to keep in mind like Wharf is orange, but so it does miss shuffles, but I still think it's better. See if they're for the shuffle. Yeah, you probably just do it. First, that is good. So just on that. I mean, the question here is, so yeah, I think you can Ranger. I don't really want the Ranger in your deck, but once you have it, you should. BitterWurmcoil and be popping the lamp next turn. If she doesn't, I mean, she can play this book, and yeah, she can do it. Yeah, so she gets to pop a lamp. So that is pretty good. But now has a Ranger deck. I don't like the Ranger in either of their decks. BitterWurmcoil takes another Wharf. Yeah, I like the Wharfs. Wharfs are good cards. Um, I'm not sure how much. Yeah, they probably don't want all your ins. Ins that I don't know if they should be in your deck quite yet. I mean, only village, but you just, I mean, your villagers do have to last the whole game. It's not like you're going to take turns to accumulate more. Like, at this point, you're only going to be getting more villagers and coffers dead. Yeah, you just keep taking me, I guess. BitterWurmcoil is in need of some actions here. Like, I'm not that opposed to ends for now. Coil just doesn't have the terminal base for or I want like not for blood, but for BitterWurmcoil I do. Okay. Aglet designs. Your last. What is this game gonna have? Lion. Let's see. That's a nice time. Yes, the cave. You need to. Like lamp requires too many like shuffles. So yeah, I can understand it. Definitely understand where Aglet is going with that. Yeah, Swamp Hack did make it. Um, so so uh, oh yeah, two. Yep, and they get to see another energy to reroll. Man, there are no villages here. I can imagine like using it as an excuse to like I don't like this is just an exhibition match. Honestly, I think that with expedition matches, it would be reroll all boards with no villages. This is a much better board. We do with Philstone. That's not that it's gonna come into play here. I mean, you probably don't know. So it's just sad that Ghost Town is your only village with Scrying Pool around. Scrying Pool will be your main source of draw, unless you go for imps with Tormentor. That would be so. Yeah, they both take Girder. I like that, especially on Scrying. So yeah, BitterWurmcoil goes for Ghost Town. I do Aglet test too. So yeah, this gives them their next boost. What is it? Freedom? Is it action? It's you don't play. Oh yeah. Also, I guess you also help play your ghost town that turn. So not like um. I mean, I wish they had a like an action village. That would be nice. They're using a mission with Senable Fires great mission. They're doing my border cards like that. And neither of them have got. I mean, I want more on my deck before I go for. I feel like more peddlers would be nice. Like, if we can take some peddlers. Good. Oh yeah, and I guess peddler is interesting as it will go back up to 8 with vampire. So vampire can regardless of how many actions have in play. Is it that you haven't played or that you've played? Usually they're it's in play. Although usually they are the same thing, but not always with on this board it'll be the same thing. It's not necessarily the so I mean I do like playing the torment. No, that's never. I look at the wrong hand always. Not like Aglet has choice to make. His Aglet's choice will be triggering the shot. Let's just see what they. Yeah, they. Yeah. So they're just playing these. They're just stuff. Yeah, this is a nice board. Wait, when did the giant come? Should be more attention. Yeah. Let's search for it. No, or not. Okay. So turn. Yeah. I missed that, I guess. Anyway, so even from what I can tell, BitterWurmcoil seems ahead. Yeah. So so Aglet does have some nice. Well, I guess they both have border cards going. So Aglet takes a giant now. I mean, It's gonna be nice here with no trash. Oh no, there's trash in that. I mean, not sure how much Giant does. I kind of prefer Conspirator. So now this is when Aglet waits till turn 11 to get potion. Yeah. I mean, this is I would have wanted potion by now. So see what happens. See, there's that. Alright. I liked how it showed up as like envy. Mostly so Aglet is twice miserable. And this will hurt like BitterWurmcoil at a point speed. I mean, knowing Aglet, I'm kind of surprised. I'm expecting a resign in the not so distant future. I think just a peddler here for BitterWurm. Ghost. I mean, how many ghost towns do you really need? Like, ghost towns are not draw. Like, with the exception of like the first time, like they're just sending cards from your into your. They're just moving your draw to your next, which is often not a good thing. Although sometimes it is. But like they don't. I mean, if you're drawing, if those towns are allowing you to draw a deck, then they're good. But in this case, they're not. I guess you can trigger that shuffle. I guess the score does flat classify as too early. Like I think, yeah, green. Yeah, I do. I like the green. Aglet resigned. Seems reasonable. I guess that was their for watching. Yeah.